Welcome, everybody, from Rolfe's first podcasting group ever. You are today attending a workshop with Mr. Tom Lappas, the publisher and founder of the Henrico Citizen newspaper. And he is going to teach us all about how to interview, how to get those good questions, and talk with people so that we can really make a great podcast. We're currently in the Spark Studio. It is part of a HEF Innovative Grant where it's a space to do student groups, to work with technologies and innovative learning. And the podcasting has become a very big hit amongst the students this year.
Welcome to our podcast, In the Middle of It All, at Rolfe. I'm Ashley, and this is my co-host,
Haven, and we are today's hosts. We're talking to the Mr. Thomas Lappas, the editor of Henrico Citizen's newspaper. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
We recently had a workshop with Tom Lappas from the Henrico Citizen, and he was teaching them how to interview. Most of the kids in the group said they really wanted to interview teachers or other people in the school, but they don't always have that experience of being able to converse with someone freely and with that flow. And Tom is an expert, so we brought him in to do a workshop with them on how to interview and get those good questions and stories.
So I've got 5 tips I'm going to talk about that kind of relate to this. Number 4, probably could be number 1, listen. Okay, I don't think there's anything more important that you can do when you're interviewing somebody, when you're talking to somebody, than listen.
The main ones were listening to your person, not going just on a script because that's kind of boring.
So they're learning the professional skills as well as the art of conversation, which I think nowadays kids are losing because they're always in phones. So this has been a really great experience because I see that there's connections being made and there's a connection with the teachers and the students that you don't always see, and it's very calming. And you just sit down and we talk. And sometimes we're losing that nowadays in society. So it's a really awesome thing to experience and see.
I've interviewed a lot of people over the years. There has never been one person who I've interviewed who had to talk to me.
Spark Studio has been really great. It's becoming a place for the kids to come, mix different levels, different grades, different levels of ability and skill. Teachers are bringing their kids in, they're getting excited, they're coming up with new ideas. And so that's what the whole thing is to spark new learning. And even if it doesn't always happen in this space, if it's one little spark to take them to the future. Like with the student of Ashlyn, I didn't know she wanted to be a podcaster. She's talking about now she wants to write stories. And just that one little experience is taking it farther and could help influence her in the future and really making her life ready.
I learned how he went with his career and he chose what he wanted to do. And I like that because I thought it was following your dreams would be great because I want to be a podcaster. And he actually really inspired me about how and what he does for a living.
I mean, I do this for fun because I think it's fun just to be able to talk to people. How did you discover your passion in journalism?
So Haven and Ashlyn had shown initiative to interview a teacher ahead of time, and then they took their knowledge that they learned from Mr. Lappas, and they got to do the opportunity to interview someone from our community and do a one-on-one podcast asking about their career, and then just whatever questions came up in the discussion.
I love to come talk about it because it's you guys are the future, so it's really exciting to see how much you already know and how much you're sort of excited to learn. So any way I can help out with that, I love to do it.
They enjoyed it. I mean, I could tell they had really good answers with adjectives. They were really absorbing all that knowledge, asking lots of good questions.
What excites me is because I get to learn more about people and what people do and take what they do and make it into a story because I just love the feeling of giving people a chance to actually do what they do living.
But I've been doing this for 25 years now. It's such a rush almost. Every time I write an article about something and I publish it on our website, I know that thousands of people are going to read it, and hopefully some of them are going to learn something about it. And that's a pretty cool feeling. Podcasting, same kind of way, right? You can put your own spin on things. You can put your own voice out there into the public. Other people hear it. That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, bringing in someone from the community that this is their career, this is their focus. So bringing in those experts, it brings a validity to the kids, a buy-in, and just makes it special so that they really can ask the questions they need to ask to learn about these careers and just get that exposure in something maybe they've never thought about before.
I was able to talk to somebody who does the career I want. and to actually be with somebody who inspires me or inspires Haven or the other kids to do what he's doing.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's still fun to do this. Like, podcasting is always just about having a cool conversation with somebody.
I would encourage all of you to try this, almost like in your real life, just day-to-day life. Ask people questions, listen to what they tell you, ask follow-up questions. I guarantee that if you do that with your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your friends, they will all start feeling even more connected to you. Why? Because you're listening to them. If you are a person who listens to other people, and it's really clear, people are going to be connected to you. And that's a win no matter what you do in your life, whether it's podcasting or anything else.
Signing off until next time, Jaguars.